What's up, Boxing Central? It's Mike. On behalf of Boxing Central, I'm going to give a quick insight as to what I think the three things are that Canelo can do to actually potentially win his fight against Floyd September 14th. Now, no one's beat Floyd, so no one really knows exactly what it takes to beat him. But I'm going to take a stab at giving three things that I think that if Canelo can do these things, he might have an actual chance of beating Floyd. Now, I don't think that people have given Canelo enough credit or enough of a chance to beat Floyd. Canelo has shown great improvement. He's shown that he can improve as a boxer, and he's already a very good puncher. So he does have some tools that can give Floyd a bit of an interesting fight if he executes properly. Do I think that he's going to win the fight? Probably not. But I think that he has a better chance than some people are giving him. But it's going to come down to his game plan and his execution. I think there's three things that if he can do these things, it'll give him a much better chance of potentially beating Floyd. So the first thing is be unpredictable. Floyd is the type of fighter that once he knows your rhythm and how you move, when you're going to attack, and the rhythm and how you throw your punches, he's going to read that, he's going to pick you apart. He's going to beat you to the punch, or he's going to counter you as you come in a very predictable manner. So to avoid that, you have to be unpredictable. So what does that mean? That means mixing up the rhythm of your punches. That means feinting. That means disguising your attacks by coming in at weird times. If you look at the Cotto fight, that's a very good example in terms of mixing up the rhythm of your punches. When Cotto got Mayweather against the ropes, he was throwing jabs at really weird cadences. And as a result, some of those straight shots and those jabs was coming through because Floyd couldn't really roll with them. It was kind of strange. He really couldn't predict the rhythm of those punches, so a lot of those shots got through. Be unpredictable, Canelo. Number two, commit to the jab. What happens when most guys fight Floyd? They come out, they're throwing that jab. Next thing you know, Floyd pulls back, throws the right hand, that beautiful, quick, fast pull counter with his amazing reflexes, makes guys pay for throwing those jabs. Next thing you know, you're 3 rounds into the fight, the guy stops throwing jabs. He's ate too many pull counters. He doesn't want those jabs anymore. Now, without the jab, Mayweather can see everything that you're doing, and he can deal with it very easily. Don't do that. Canelo has to commit to his jab. Canelo has a very good jab, and most notably, he's very good at using his jab to set up vicious, quick, and very precise punch combinations after it. He needs to commit to doing that against Floyd. The beautiful thing is if he commits to the jab, if he doesn't want to get hit with so many pull counters, he needs to bring some shots behind the jab, like double jabs, triple jabs, or getting those combinations. He may not be able to land a lot of those shots against Mayweather that comes after the jab, but at least it makes it more difficult for Floyd to pull counter off of a jab as if he was only throwing one. It's very much more difficult to pull counter off of a double jab or a jab with combinations behind it than if you just throw one jab at a time. Commit to the jab. Number three, and this is probably the most difficult one because people have said that Mayweather has an understated power, but he has to commit to punching with Mayweather's pot shots. I don't think that we should expect that Floyd's going to stand and trade with Canelo. I think that we should expect that Floyd will fight Canelo much like he fought Robert Guerrero. One shot at a time, pot shot. As Robert Guerrero moves in, Floyd picks him apart on the way in. So what was happening in that fight? Again, Robert Guerrero moves forward. Floyd dips his head, shoots the right hand before Robert can get any shot off. What was Guerrero doing? He was eating the right hand and then swinging afterwards. But by the time he ate the shot and then swung, Mayweather was already gone. Again, he's throwing one punch at a time. He's not going to come with combinations. He's going to throw that one pot shot and he's going to get out of there. So if you're catching his shots or you're eating those shots and then swinging, it's too late. You have to commit to punching with his pot shot at the same time and in rhythm. So as you see him going to throw that right hand, you need to be throwing something at the same time right back at him. That's gutsy. It's difficult to do. It's easier said than done because it opens you up. But we know that Mayweather is going to probably continue to be the defensive wizard that he has been. And one of the downfalls of being an elusive defensive fighter like Mayweather was against Guerrero is it makes it very difficult to fully commit to a lot of those shots. So Canelo may just have to test that power. He may have to eat a few of those shots just to see if he can take them and give him the opportunity to counter with his own stuff while he's punching with Mayweather's pot shots. Because otherwise, if he can't, unless he can get inside and force exchanges, if the fight is on the outside and Mayweather's in pot shot mode, he's never going to touch him. Just like Robert Guerrero couldn't touch him. So he has to be willing to punch with Mayweather's pot shots. So those are my three things. Be unpredictable, commit to the jab, punch with the pot shots, not after. It's going to be a great fight, hopefully. Again, I think Mayweather has the best chance to win. He probably will win. But I can't wait to see the fight, just like I'm sure that you guys can't wait to see it. And thanks, Boxing Central. I'm signing off.